Well, hello, my Aries friends out there. So, this is our singles love reading for April into May, April 15th to May 15th ish. I do read very current. I don't read, especially for collective, I'm not reading real far out in the future. So, today we are going to look at love life and we're going to look at current situation, past influence, negative influence, present influence, positive influence, what we don't see, challenge, future influence, and outcome. And keep in mind the outcome is the real, soon. So doesn't always give us the whole story, but it'll give us what we're looking at in the next month or so. Um, and I am using the lights here today. And also, I do personal readings. My link to my website is in the description box, and I'm supposed to cut them, not shuffle them like that. I was told stop. Okay. Let's see. Current situation. Six of Swords, past influence. Nine of Pentacles, negative influence. Queen of Swords. Present influence, the Fool. Nice. Positive influence is Ten of Pentacles. Whoa, interesting. What you don't see, Ace of Cups. There's something there. Challenge, Two of Cups. Interesting. Uh, Future influence is Seven of Pentacles, and outcome is Eight of Wands. The bottom of the deck is Hangman. So I feel like realistically you have been thinking about this. There's something that's been on your mind and you're trying to look at it differently. Whether it's a relationship that's kind of here or there, or whether it's relationships in general, you've been taking a different stance on them. Kind of like, what do I do here? Your current situation is Six of Swords. So I feel like you're moving away from something, an idea, a person, a thought, that you may have thought is, hold on a second, something, okay. Sorry, something just felt really weird. Okay. Um, it was really out of focus. I don't know why. You probably noticed it too. Um, so the Six of Swords reminds us that we're moving away from something and moving on to something better though. Whether, again, it could be an idea, a person, a place, a thing. What's really weird is the outcome is the Eight of Wands, so I'm going to get there, but these are both also moving cards. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles as a positive influence, which I feel like there's definitely something happening here. You got the Fool too, so there is movement for sure. Um, so, but there has been something that you've been thinking about. Whatever this is, it's been on your mind because that Hangman says that you've taken a time out. You were taking a time out, but this tells me that you're moving forward now. So even though you took a time out, it's time to move forward. The past influence is Nine of Pentacles. So to me, that talks about independence. So, you're an independent person and you've been probably single for a bit, and it's not a bad thing. And because the Nine of Pentacles is a good being single card, it means that you're independent in a positive way. You've been able to take care of yourself. You've been able to do all of the things that you need to do. You had a stable life, blah, blah, blah. This is a good card to have in the past, but it does speak of being single probably, especially in a love reading. That's what I would get. So let's go to your present influence is the Fool. There is something you're going to do here either now or really, really, really soon where you're going to take a leap of faith on something. And in doing so, I think it changes kind of your life a little bit. But because of that Six of Swords too, I feel like you do know that there is something better out there, and you need to move to that, and it's important to you to move to that. Um, it also feels kind of like an Aries would do, very um, with not a lot of thought, like just jumping and doing it. And that's okay, because sometimes those bring the best things. And keep in mind, I'm an Aries, so when I talk about Aries, overall, I understand. I mean, we all have different rising and moon signs that make us a little different and quirky in our own little ways. But I do believe Aries are very spontaneous people anyway. And usually we just, when we've got the itch, we go, and that's what we do. I mean, there's nothing stopping us. And this is a very good thing, though, too. I think in this respect specifically, I think it leads you, I think you taking this leap of faith leads into something really nice. The negative influence is you're in your head about this a little bit too much. So you're thinking about all of the everything. The Queen of Swords thinks about everything, and that's not like an Aries to do. Um, right? It's not a norm, so it's not a comfortable thing either. Like you're going, okay, I gotta go A, B, C, and that's not always comfortable for us, because what's comfortable for us is saying, I want this, I'm going to do this, and I do it, and what happens happens. And I don't know, there's something very cool about that as well. But this is kind of getting in your head a little bit. And it is affecting you in a negative way, because I think you're taking it to the nth degree. It's not just, pros and cons. I think you're going, it's really getting in your head. Whatever this move is, whatever you're moving towards or from or anything, because in a way it feels like you're moving away from, you may feel like you're moving away from that independent piece too, which is good if you want a relationship, right? But if you feel like it might hurt your stability, then it's hard too. But your positive influence is the stable, is that you're stable, is that you're in a position of stability. You are, so I don't feel like you're going to lose that by moving forward either, because this is your positive influence. So there is stability here. There is, something that feels really good um, to you and who you are. And I think that is good. Like, it's odd to me. Okay, so what you don't see is the Ace of Cups. And I do feel like this is something in the background. There is something in the background that is already started, and you don't even know it. Or you do kind of know it. But there's something that's really, really close to your heart here that you don't see right now. Um, I feel like you will, but you're not seeing it. Um, and it's odd too, because, well, not really, because sometimes we get so stuck in, I want this, and we don't see the other things that are around us. And I'm talking about Aries people in general, right? When you want something, you move forward to it, and sometimes when we do that, we miss the things. We can miss some things. We just do. I mean, that's part of it. That's part of the being spontaneous, is that. But I think that with this negative influence, I think there is this hindering thing to you that's telling you there's more, and you're not seeing that. And I think that's there is something, or there's someone that really cares about you. The challenge is the Two of Cups. Why is that a challenge? Well, I feel like it's a challenge because you don't see the Ace of Cups. So you want a relationship. You are looking for a relationship. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this reading, right? So, or most likely wouldn't be. You're looking, and you are, and this is a challenge because you're having a hard time finding it. But I believe too, this leap of faith is part of, facing this challenge. Because also I believe that this could be a challenge of, I say I want this, do I really want this? Because when we get into a relationship, we can lose our independence and our spontaneity and our things that we do, that we like to do. And would a relationship get in our way? But yet we want one, right? I think the leap of faith is that, and these two are kind of coinciding. I think that you almost have to have that leap of faith because there is a part of this that's scary and challenging, a relationship that's this close. Because this is one of the, I think this is almost better than the lovers, because the lovers could be about choice too. This is about coming together and really, really melding together as a couple, as two people do. So I think that could be what's happening here, being almost afraid of that. So your future influence is the Seven of Pentacles, which tells me that you are going to be nurturing this situation. You're going to be, that's interesting. I was just looking at the numbers because we have 6, 7, 8, but we do have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Yeah, and the 6, 7, 8 are all right here. So there is things that are moving forward. I look at that really, when I see numbers coinciding, and we've got all of the numbers, there are no duplicate numbers here. So there's nothing that is specific to any of the numbers. It's about moving forward and having, and part of the journey, because we have the 0 there. And honestly, the only other card is the Queen of Swords, which is a court card. And wow, okay, we do have the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, and that's 12. That's interesting. So anyway, so the 7 of Pentacles is about you nurturing this situation. You are going to feed it. You are going to take care of it. You've already planted the idea, or the idea has been set in motion. Now it's time to take care of it. And that's what you'll see coming in the future, that you will be more nurturing towards the situation. It won't, I think this goes away, this challenge. It's not really a fear, it's a challenge, but it will go away, and that will bring, because now you're going to be taking care of it. And when you're taking care of it, the challenge isn't so much. It could still be a challenge. It could be a challenge of bringing this together too. That could be part of it. Because there's a lot going on. Now the outcome is the 8 of Wands. So I feel like there might be some kind of action taken okay, so this is an action card. What I find very interesting is that the 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles all in the same reading could be leading to moving, physically moving where you live. Whether it's just be from, a house to an apartment, or apartment to a house, or a house to an apartment, or state to state, or country to country, it doesn't really matter. Or you could be going to see someone in the near future. So you could be taking a trip to see someone, and maybe that could even mean that you're looking at this person online and they're not right next door. So you actually have to go travel. I feel like this is travel through the air. So it might be like a flight or something that you might have to take to go do this. But I do feel like that's what it is. Like literally, I feel like this is about traveling to go see that person. I mean, it could be messages coming in as well. But I feel like it's really like the next step is moving towards that. You're moving towards this Ace of Cups that you don't see. Because you've taken that leap of faith, because I feel like this is like, you feel secure enough to do that now. You're too much in your head about this challenge, because this is the negative influence and this is the challenge. So I do feel like you're headed towards it. You're headed towards something here. The 8 of Wands means something's happening. So again, because this isn't like way out there in the near future, the next step is getting there to, I almost feel like it's meeting up with this person. I don't even know if you know who that person is yet. You might not. Because I think with the 6 of Swords is you're leaning towards doing something different. And it could be just like, yeah, I mean, you're just leaning toward, you're doing something different. You're moving out of this negative, I need to be with somebody. You're not negative. I think you're in your head, but you are going, I don't want to be independent anymore. Not independent, you do. You don't want to be single anymore. And you're moving on, and you're going to take some kind of leap of faith. The good thing is that you do have security, and you do have stability with that 10 of Pentacles. But keep in mind, for somebody out there, this could be about a physical move. Um, and that could be why this is a challenge too, because there may have to be some kind of decision coming up where you go to to make this relationship work and to become a relationship. I need to move, or somebody needs to move, but I feel like it's you. Or it's moving forward. And this could be just travel, going to see the person. Because I do feel like there's something that tells me that this is not the norm. And I think that's why this is even there at all. Because it's not just someone down the street you're going to go take a date with, and if they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. No, you're really thinking about this. And so if you're really thinking about this, it's not just having a date. I don't believe. I believe there is more to it, and it's going to take a little bit more to go see this person, which is travel or something, which can be scary too. Like if you've never met this person, or even if you have met this person but they've always had a different part in your life, like a friend or a coworker, or something like that. You're going to go meet this person for the first time in a different, with the intent of a relationship. So that can be, kind of really in your head. Anyway, I like this reading. I think you're headed in the right direction. You've got the full Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Eight of Wands. Even the Six of Swords in the current situation, that's a really good card because that means you're ready. Um, and really, even with the negative influence, I don't feel like this is really negative. I mean, I don't feel like that negative influence is a hard thing to overcome. And that challenge, I think anytime we get into a relationship, that can be a challenge. I don't think that's a bad challenge either. I just think that, you're looking at your independence versus your being with someone, and that changes your life, right? So I think this is awesome. Let me know if it resonates with you, Aries. Please do a comment or whatever you like to do. And again, I appreciate you watching, and have a beautiful day.